Okay, distance on the coordinate plane. You can use the Pythagorean theorem like we've been doing, a squared plus b squared equals c squared, to find the distance between 2 points on the coordinate plane. So step 1, connect your distance or hypotenuse to create a right triangle. Step 2, count the squares on the graph to get your leg lengths. And step 3, use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for your distance. Okay, so in example 1, graph the ordered pairs 2, -3, and they've already done that for you. So we've got point here. Then determine the distance between the 2 points. So every time it says find the distance, you're finding c. So you're not going to use a shortcut. You're going to use the regular a squared plus b squared equals c squared, with c squared being what we don't know. And then count those squares. So we want to connect those like they did here, make a little triangle, and count how many squares you've got. So in this case, it's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we'll say that's A. We'll say this is B. So 7 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. And I'm going to plug this in the calculator. 7 squared plus 3 squared is 58. And then take the square root of that to be c. So square root of 58 is 7.6. And you're done. And I know that's worked out over here, but there you go. Number 1, determine the distance between each pair of points using the Pythagorean theorem. So remember, the distance between those 2 points is the c. That's what we're looking for. So let's connect them. And what I mean by that is just finish the triangle. So I'm going to make a line here and a line here to connect them, making a triangle. So the distance of this leg, A, I've got 1, 2 squares, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. So those are my leg lengths. So when I go to use my formula, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. A is 2, so 2 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. And then I don't know. Okay, so we got 4 plus 25. So let's see what we get. What? Is that right? Oh, 5.3. Okay, so that's the distance here. And it should be pretty close to your leg length. So just remember that. It should be the biggest number, but it should be in the same range as these two. Okay, so 5.3, that's pretty close. Number 2, same thing. Connect these first of all. Make a triangle out of what they gave you, and then count your squares. So A, I've got 1, 2 squares. B down here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then use that formula. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. A is 2, so 2 squared plus 6 squared equals C squared. I'm going to put this in the calculator. 2 squared plus 6 squared is 40. And then find the square root of that. So the square root of 40 is 6.3. And number 3, same thing. And it doesn't matter if you make your legs go up or if you make them go down. It's going to be the same either way. So A over here, I got 1, 2, 3 squares. And B down here, I've got 2. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Plug it all in. I got 3 plus 2 squared equals C squared. To save time, what I'm going to do in my calculator, I'm going to do square root. And put this inside of that. Okay, just save a little bit of time. So 3 squared plus 2 squared, and we're going to get 3.6. Down at the bottom, so graph each pair of ordered pairs, then determine the distance between the points using the Pythagorean theorem. Round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So I'm going to plot these points first. So First point's at 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 0, 2. So 0, 2. And so I'm looking for the distance here. Okay, so I'm going to make a triangle. And then count your legs. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So A is 3, B is 4. And use that formula. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So 3 squared plus 4 squared equals C squared. And again, I'm going to just shortcut this. And in the calculator, I'm going to type it in just like this. It's square root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. And we get 5. That's nice. So just remember, if it wants you to find the distance, and you're using Pythagorean theorem, you're always adding. Number 5, 0, negative 4. That's my first point. 0, negative 1, 2, 3, 4. Negative 3, 0. 1, 2, 3, 0. And I'm looking for this. So I've got to find these two. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. So A, we'll say, is the 4. It doesn't really matter. 4 squared plus 3 squared equals C squared. And you can try the shortcut on your own if you want to. Last one, negative 1, 1. Negative 1, 1. Negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're looking for that. So I want to see what my legs are. Got 1, 2, 3 over here. We'll say this is A. And 1, 2, 3 here. We'll say that's B. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And we can plug that in. So the square root of 3 squared plus 3 squared equals 4.2. And you're done.